Starting today, the public will be able to tour U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and other military vessels as a part of Fleet Week. And to get ready for this long-standing tradition, we are on the go with Io. She's aboard one of those ships right now live. And Io, what's really cool about this is the ship that you're on is a very unique one. It's unlike many that we see here at Fleet Week.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why it's going to be such a popular destination, I think, for this Fleet Week. So we are here on the Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. I'm here with the captain, and we're going to be talking about the ship. So what makes it so unique?
Yeah, she's a really special ship. She was built in 1936 in Germany and was used as a training ship for the German Kriegsmarine. And then in 1946, the Coast Guard acquired her as a war reparation. And she has been used as a training vessel for Coast Guard Academy cadets and officer candidates since then, since 1946.
That's an incredible story. And I mean, speaking of the history, that's what people are going to be able to see when they check out this tour, right?
Absolutely. So not only the historical significance of this vessel, but she is used as a training ship today. And cadets come on board every summer to learn the foundational skills of going to sea, foundations of seamanship and navigation, how to work together as a team, engineering, so that they can be future leaders for our nation.
And you said that you've been in the Coast Guard for 25 years, so that must feel pretty amazing to be able to pass this knowledge on.
It is. It's really an inspiration to see this next generation of future Coast Guard officers, and it really starts here on board the decks of Eagle. On board here, they get to climb the rigging, they learn what it's like to be a little bit cold, wet, and tired, and to sort of become comfortable with the uncomfortable so that they can do the mission of protecting our nation's coasts.
For sure. Okay, well, I actually want to get back to what you were saying about this rigging. There's some folks behind us doing some pretty cool stuff. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so right now we're just, we arrived yesterday evening here to Portland, and we're just starting to prepare the vessel for tours. So we've got some folks in the rigging that are securing our sails, which we set when we're out to sea. We're making them look nice and pretty for the guests that come on board here.
And then for anybody who well, actually, I wanted to ask you about this. This is your first time in Oregon. Tell me your first impression.
It is. It was a beautiful transit yesterday through the Columbia River. It was my first time, and just a beautiful coastline. And after having some rocky seas out there in the Pacific, we're excited for some smooth seas and some dry land and some good liberty for our crew and cadets.
That sounds great. Okay, well, we'll have a link on the Fox 12 app where you can learn more about Fleet Week. Of course, if you want to take a tour of this ship or any of the other ones that are here, just make sure you bring a federal ID, you have closed-toed shoes, and just bring something light. You don't need to bring everything with you. But for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
You do have to have the real ID, just so we clarify. I got to tell you, man, that as much as I love history, that story from the 1930s Germany, we got it after World War II, incredible, fascinating. Unlike any other boat I've seen before, or ship, I should say, at Fleet Week. So thanks for sharing it with us. And